Greetings again. The core idea of the piece, I will match your energy. The few things that the author, whoever he or she is, talks about the few things here. This is a positive growth mind kind of stuff. You can put it very easily, I can say it's a positive growth mindset capabilities or the footprints. The first thing he or she is telling you in a relationship management, there's a concept of placing the boundaries. There's a physical boundaries and emotional boundaries. In a whole piece, he or she is just putting the boundaries and placing them in a very fine way. And when you're placing the boundaries emotionally or physically, the one thing you need to be have a prerequisite about it. That is something you can say a very you can say very prominent factor is your awareness, your self-awareness. You what you know, what you don't know, what you are, what you want, why you want, all these kind of stuff. When you know yourself, you can have a very good definitions of your boundaries and you can place them very nicely and very effectively. And definitely when you know yourself, you know your moral standards, you know your principle, and you place the principle. When the people place the principles, it's too easy to go into white and a black, and sometime if you want to be in a gray. So uh, he or she is saying about the boundaries, and this whole piece is not a negative connotation. It's not giving you any kind of a sense or a feel where you can say you are getting detached, uncold, emotionless, or selfish, self-centered, or anything that has a negative connotation, or maybe the extreme of the connotation goes to a narcissistic. No, it's not. It's putting the boundaries, save you, save he or she himself at the same time. Another thing, the author of this piece said about the energy. Energy is actually going to be positive or a negative, and every emotion has its energy. Emotion actually based on a frequency waves, and then frequency goes into negative and positive connotation. All the emotion that have a low frequency, they are considered as a negative emotion, like a fear, anger, disappointment, anxiety, all kind of stuff. These are the low frequency emotions. And the high frequency emotion is at the top of the higher communicate higher positive emotions are, I think so, it's contentment, but peace is little below the contentment, and the happiness is little below than peace. So in the happiness kind of emotion or love, you can say it's ongoing process, come down and come up, because expectation, disappointment, it all is connection to your happiness. So happiness is not something you can attain all the time. It's a dopamine kind of energy. Or in other words, this peace is a serotonin kind of energy. So it's a serotonin. If you are in the peace, every kind of emotion you are feeling at a moment is going to be higher frequency. And when you achieve the peace, you're never going to achieve the peace in any kind of a negative connotation, to be very honest. um, you can't be in peace, because peace is literally connected to your heart and soul. So if your heart and soul can't be on any kind of a peace, is actually you uh, destroy somebody, or you hurt a heart, or you are very distant whole kind of a person. So this whole piece is not about that. And other thing this person is talking about is space. The space is a very nice concept too. It's a There's a book I read, the woman from the Venus and the man from the Mars, and they have the concept of a cave. You go in a cave. This is actually giving you a space, and when you give someone a space, you give them a whole freedom. You give them confidence. You trust them. You let them do what they want to do, and then they will come out, and you will just give them the space and let them do what they want to do, and then you just operate the way they are operating. So this whole piece doesn't showing that he or she is not in a giver mode. Peace is a high frequency emotion. It means that if a giver person is in a giver mode, it's not in a taker mind type of a stuff. The emotion is not taker, it's giver, but it's not the high frequency where you can say it's unconditional. It's not unconditional. It's conditional, but in not a negative connotation. So it's a growth mindset. To be very honest, giving you space, no question answer. But at the same time, they know their self-worth at the same time. You just can't bully them, or you can't just bullshit them. So if you understand that kind of a mindset, which is a quite a growth, you understand how the people operate. But it's not a negative connotation, please. It's not, this piece is not at all about it. So it's a nice piece. Give a thought. That's all. Close it.